everyone, welcome to From the Depths. I'm Menti and this is episode 14 of the Battleship Brawl Season 2 tournament. In this episode we've got the BC-19 B-10 Flotilla by Nutterchap facing off against the Hendaki by myself, by Menti. We've already seen the Hendaki fight. This is the first time we're seeing the BC-19 B-10 Flotilla, which I'm probably just going to call the Flotilla from here on out because that's a mouthful. But we'll see how this battle goes. I'm going to go ahead and get the clock set up, and round one, start. Both ships settle into the water, get their guns aimed, start their initial turns. Hendaki opens up with its secondaries first. Looks like they were not well aimed though. They are going to miss. But here comes the second volley. Just looks a little more on target. Not quite, though. Let's see how the Hendaki fared against the... Ooh, some big explosions there. The Hendaki's armor, ooh, definitely tore into the bottom there some. Ooh, that's no bueno. The Hendaki's aiming at the one straight in front of it at the moment, which is causing it some problems. But there he goes. It's bringing its guns to the one broadside to it. And oh, there it goes, a full broadside almost. Tearing out a big chunk of the ship there. Whoops, didn't mean to go inside. Well, whatever. Well, Hendaki is getting hammered pretty hard here. Now it's turning, showing different sides of its armor, allowing its repair bots to work on the side that's been hammered thus far. Another volley going out. That one looks like it scored a decent hit, but didn't get in on the guns, which is what it really needs to do. But geez, the Hendaki is just getting pounded on by the BC-10 or BC-19 B-10 Flotilla. Just it's the Flotilla. Oh, and it looks like the Hendaki just shot itself by accident. Okay, I need to calm down here. Yeah, the Hendaki's getting beat on pretty good, but let's get a damage report in. Let's see. The Hendaki 84%, BC-19's at 95 and 96%. Huh. The Hendaki is not faring so well thus far. It is definitely behind. It keeps splitting its attacks, which is definitely not helping it. Not helping it at all. But it is landing fairly consistent damage. It's also being consistently hit. And thus far, its armor is getting pounded on, but it's holding up. Has it lost any guns, I wonder? Yeah, it looks like it's lost some of the forward secondaries. Forward-most primary cannons as well. Hendaki definitely seems to be taking the worst of it here, and it's slowed way down because of all the damage on the nose, making its nose dip into the water, causing all sorts more drag than it usually has. We are getting kind of far away, but definitely still within range. Yeah. Hendaki's tactical hat there absorbing the damage, keeping its guns alive. Ooh. And it is just constantly getting hit by barrage after barrage of shells, though. And now some of its guns are under the waterline. The Hendaki has taken some severe damage. But even though it's at 70%, it is still... Oh, is it actually despawning from 80% and sinking, maybe? Oh, I'm getting some serious FPS lag there. Yeesh. I think it may be despawning. Yeah, it is. The Hendaki has been defeated. It is 80% and sinking. Wow. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. Well, let's go ahead. Oh, not this. I need to restart the designer. But okay, so the Hendaki was defeated in round one. We'll go ahead and get the Hendaki and the Flotilla spawned back in here. Get round two underway. BC-19 B-10 Flotilla. Alright, there we go. contestants are set. The clock is reset. Round 2, start. Let's see how this one goes. Yeah, unfortunately, I armored the Hendaki with high explosive more in mind than I did for penetration depth and time after impact of these shells, like what the flotilla is firing here. Oh, is it gonna... Oh, it dodged most of those shells. Very nice maneuver there. Yeah, that's what it's gonna need to do. It needs to get some damage in early and knock out some of those guns before it takes too much damage itself, if it wants to win this. These BC-19 flotilla members have already proven that they have the damage output to take on the Hendaki, despite its despite me putting a lot of emphasis on the Hendaki's armor and survivability. Oh, that looked like it may have been quite painful for that. Oh yeah, it took out some of the guns this time. That's exactly what the Hendaki needed. Now it's changed targets again. Well, that's quite a distance here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the BC-19 is out of range. Well, let's see. It's out of... it's right on the edge of range. I'm not going to call that out of range. It was really close. And they're closing the distance now. Landing, the Hendaki landing a shell there. Let's see how this BC-19 member is doing. Ooh, it's taking some big hits. It's lost the gun. Hendaki's stepping it up for round 2. Not willing to give its opponent the victory without a fight. Oh, now that BC-19 is getting pretty far away. Let's see. Yeah, but it is definitely out of range now. And since the Hendaki is in range of this one, that BC-19 member's clock starts. Because the Hendaki is in range of an enemy. But yes, also splitting up the pair here, the duo of the flotilla, also probably helped it with mitigating some damage and not getting DPS down like it did in the first round. Hendaki is chasing this one down, intent on killing it. So let's check the range here. Okay, they are back in range. But they have very little time left on their disqualification clock. If that happens again, that one will be disqualified. Which one is that? So I can make a... That is the Neisenhorst. Yeah, I butchered that. I'm sorry. Now let's get a damage report in here. Charno is down to 61%, the Neisenhorst down to 72%, Hendaki all the way up at 95%, doing just fine. And now it looks like that one's getting far out there. It's not out of range yet, but if it doesn't turn around, if it doesn't come about, it will be soon. Its guns around, firing another barrage here. There is not a whole lot left of this ship. It's down to 58%. It looks like this is going to be going to a round 3, folks. unless something really unexpected happens. Ooh, down to 55%. Is it enough to get it to despawn though? Because I know below 55% it... Oh, well. Those, Oh no, Handaki, don't ram it! Oh, now we have a situation where that one is most definitely out of range. And as I mentioned before, I'm not going to punish a ship for defeating and killing its opponent. Like, that one should be back in range. It is just way, way out there. So I'm going... The clock is starting on this BC-19 flotilla member now. Because, yeah, it's sailing away. I think it may have taken battle damage and is unable to come about. It may not have any rudders left. Yeah, see, there's no rudders on the back here. Let's check. So this is definitely a battle damage situation. It is fleeing the battle because it can't make the turn. With them being this far out, it's probably going to end up being disqualified. I'm not sure the Handaki is going to be able to catch it before its timer runs out. On the Handaki, still firing shots and managing to land shots from that far away. That's some really long-range artillery barrage in there. This is probably more like what actual Battleship fights were like. Just really long-range artillery. Heavy plunging fire. But yeah, that's it, folks. The timer on this ship has expired. It is disqualified for being out of range because it was unable to make its turn, and it sailed away from the battle between the Handaki and its enemy. And the Handaki is trying to close the distance and just unable to. So the fault is... It basically falls under the battle damage caveat that this ship was unable to maintain its maintain the distance properly because it lost the ability to control its yaw. So we will take this to a round 3. And honestly, there was only 2 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock. Chances are, if I let that battle run out the time, the Handaki would just win by hit points anyway. So. In the end, that disqualification really doesn't mean a whole lot. Okay, got them spawned in nicely. And Handaki not willing to go quietly into that good night. It's like, you got me in that first round. I came back. So we'll see how this goes in round 3. As I Shatner up my speech there. Anyway, clock is reset. Round 3, start. So I've spent a lot of time with the Handaki in the previous 2 rounds. I'm going to hang out with the flotilla this one. See how things go. That initial volley from the Handaki, yeah, missed. As usual. It's getting off a volley. Pretty... the primaries hit decently well, but it looks like the secondaries... Oh no, they hit... Some of them hit the ship below the waterline. Handaki switching targets, launching a volley of secondaries over here, and unfortunately not doing a whole lot. The time fuses went off and did some minor damage. Yeah, the Handaki needs to sail between them again like it did last time and make them both flee away from it in opposite directions so he can split them and split their DPS. So that was definitely something that helped. Because these things definitely put out some damage. No doubt about that. And they're pretty quick for their size as well. And Handaki switching targets again. Let's get a damage report. Handaki 83%, 99 and 92% on the flotilla members. Oh, this is looking a lot like the first round so far. Hindaki has taken a lot of damage on this side. It's going to start losing guns if it keeps taking hits in that area. And now it's got its tactical hat is causing some problems because the ship is too forward facing. There's not enough of the angle between them is too shallow, and I'm on the Hindaki again, even though I said I was going to spend time with the flotilla. There we go. Yeah, turn and dodge those incoming shells and bring your guns to bear again. You need to keep that damage up yourself, Hindaki, or... Oh, we've got another out-of-range situation here. And this does not fall under the chasing caveat because that BC... the BCs, in every situation where this has happened, have been sailing away at the time of out of range. So they weren't chasing, they were fleeing. Hindaki's looks like it's switching targets again. I kind of have to stick with the Hindaki when these out of range situations happen because I need to know if they get back in range with their enemy or not. Hindaki landing some long range shots there, as you can see, and they're back in range, but that one is once again really low on its disqualification timer. It seems their maximum broadside distance is set a little high, so when they get close and start to flee, they flee out a long distance, and then if the Hindaki switches targets and doesn't chase them down, they get out of range before they can make the turn. Last shell skipped off the water. Now that we're back in range, I think... Ooh, the Hindaki's losing buoyancy, it looks like. It's not good. Oh, now this one might be out of range. I have to check. No, it's barely in range, though, and it's sailing towards the Hindaki, so it should be fine. This is one heck of a battle, folks. Both of these ships want it. They want it bad. Hindaki refusing to give up. Chasing down the flotilla members. Now it has switched targets with me, but it has fixed its buoyancy issue, it seems. Now it's firing on this ship here, and it landed a shell on the deck. But not really anything. Now there's shells detonating mid-air from the Hindaki. I'm not sure why that's happening. Ooh, that gun just took a hit, and it seems it has been knocked offline. Hindaki needs to switch targets back to the one that's closer to it. So that one does seem to only have one gun as well. So it's a matter of whether those ships can finish off the Hindaki and outdamage its repair rate, or if the Hindaki is going to be able to pound them down. Oh, it looks like this one may have fixed something on its guns, or oh no, it just has multiple barrels left on that initial gun, right? Oh man, this is a close one, folks. This is a really close one. I'm not sure how the Hindaki's weapons are doing. It may be having some weaponry issues too, because there's some big holes in its hull here. It's on the 62%, barely staying afloat. I'm not seeing any more shots coming from it, folks. I think my ship has been defeated. Man, that was one heck of a battle, though. Hindaki just refusing to die. It has taken so so many hits. But it looks like this is it for it, folks. It has no weapons available, and there's no way it's going to repair those in time. So, and there, it just lost its AI. So, condolences to myself. I'll be moving down to the secondary bracket. And congratulations to Nutterchap. Yeah, there we go. I remembered. You know, your BC-19 B10 flotilla was able to just DPS down my Hendaki twice. It was not able to withstand the punishment that your ship brought. So congratulations to you. You'll be moving on to round 3 of the Battleship Brawl Season 2 tournament. This one wasn't too overly long. This battle was not overly long at all. So I'll go ahead and do a second one, but it did take a little while, so there probably won't be a third this time around. I'm going to go ahead and go get that set up, and I'll see you in a minute. Actually, folks, that took a bit longer than I expected, so that'll be it for this episode. It's a little over 20 minutes long as it is. If I do another one, we're going to end up with another 40-minute episode probably. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the battlefield.